Hello there, welcome everybody. It's Diorama Don here once more, and the subject this time is of a checkpoint. So we've got everything that you would possibly need to make up a checkpoint post somewhere in Northern Europe, probably 1944-45. So we've got our sentry post and our barrier. We've got a sandbag post and a tall lookout post there. We've got concrete barriers and barbed wire barriers along here. We've got all our jerry cans and fuel cans as well, just behind there as well, just to fill it out. There are things on here that I've made in previous videos, so I won't go over those again. But the sandbag post especially I've never made before. So let's get on with the rest of the video and show you how I went about making it. So there's a lot of component parts to make up this diorama, so I'll go through them one at a time. Starting off with sandbags. I did make a video not so long ago on how I make my sandbags, but I'll just go over it once more. So 1/2 inch polystyrene, and then cut to I think it's 1/4 inch or 6 millimeters. So if you've got 1/2 inch polystyrene, just slice off to 6 millimeters deep, wide, long. And then 3/4 inch long, so you've got that shape anyway. That's as close to a 1/35 scale sandbag as you need. So once you've got that shape, just with a bit of sandpaper, shape the ends like that. It'll be a bit bitty, but that doesn't matter because we can get rid of that later. So it sort of comes to a point, if you like, there. And the same the other end. Like that. And then just round the edges on the side. And that's pretty much the shape of a sandbag. What you could do to make it a bit more realistic is with the back of a knife, the back part, you could crimp the end to make it look like the sewn end of the bag. So if you did that both ends, it would, just crimping the end would make it look like it's been sewn. But to be honest, can't be asked, because although they're very inexpensive and easy to make, a sandbag like that, the bad news is you need a lot of them. So I've made quite a few here. I still don't think I'm going to have enough for what I need them for. So nice and easy and quick to make, but you just need the patience to make a lot of them. So what I've done is I've made this 2mm cardboard, just a square of cardboard. These are drinking straws, just cut to raise the roof, if you like. And then the size will be determined by a 1/35 scale model. So if he's stood inside there, then that's going to be about the right size. Okay, and it doesn't matter what this looks like, because it's going to be totally encased in sandbags. So prepare, Don, prepare. So that will go, there'll be a line along there and all the way up to that point, so you won't see any of this, and then there'll be another layer on the top, so you won't see much of the roof either. So I've got that to do, so I'll stick all those on. I think I worked out that I should need 80 sandbags to cover this this section. And the base is as wide, well, half inch as wide as the sandbag, so you won't see the base, but it will be easy then to stick on to the diorama. Okay, so there's that, and the sandbags, that's one thing. I'm going to make a century box, so this will be, again, that size is going to be for that guy to stand in, so that's going to be the size of the entrance. Once you've got the size of the entrance, then you've got the size of the outside. That's the back, and they're the two sides. So once they're cut up, I can glue those together, and then I can put the chevron, like the chevron painted sides. Yes, you know what I mean. It's what century boxes normally are. So I'll go ahead and do that. That's got to be cut up and stuck together. The barrier is a drinking straw, and I've used this sticky back plastic, this kind of stuff, you know, the stuff you peel away like that, to make the to make this shape, the red and white stripes along the barrier, 2mm card sort of encased in the drinking straw, and then a circle in the front there. It's too lovely at the moment. It needs to be weathered quite a bit more yet, but the sides, 2mm card, it's glued together the width of the drinking straw so that slips inside like that, and then slightly higher pieces either side. That's all it is. It's pretty easy. And then two of those. Where's the other one? So that will be the barrier, like that. Okay, so I've got that to do. The concrete bollards, again, pieces of this time 1-inch polystyrene, and then just shape them like that on the sides, and then take chunks out to make them look as though they've been hit by shells. So I've got those to paint and make look concrete, which I'll do with tile grout, grey tile grout. That will do those. So they will be there. The half track, I think you've seen before. I'm not quite sure if I've used this in a diorama. Maybe I have. Probably every single one. I've got these barriers, which I covered in a video, I think about 4 or 5 videos ago. I covered how I made my barbed wire, which I've done 2 or 3 times now. So if you want to know how to make barbed wire, there is a video on that, and a video how to make these barriers. So please look those up on my list of videos. My watchtower I made almost a year ago now, quite a while ago. I made it for my prison camp diorama, but rather than make another one, if you refer to that video, then you'll see how I went about making that. The barrels, again, I made another video on how to make those, and also the jerry cans. If you want to know, then please refer to previous videos. Rather than go through it all over again, then please refer to those videos. Okay, so we've got the base. I worked out that pretty much it's quite a big thing now. I've got the base of it, and then on the side I put 1/2-inch polystyrene and then sprayed it with black aerosol spray paint, and it melts the polystyrene and gives that effect. And because the terrain is going to be mud, then I thought that would be more in keeping. Okay, enough talking. I'll go ahead and put together what I'm supposed to do and come back and give you an update. So I finished off all my component parts. I stuck all my sandbags all around the cardboard structure. A closer look. So that's as good a pile of sandbags as you could want, and it's just polystyrene. Made my I weathered my barrier just from about 3 feet away, just a squib, not a squirt, a squib. That's all you need of black spray paint, and it will just give a very fine spray of black paint and look weathered, the same as I did for the sentry post. Thought I was going to forget that. Painted it white, put the chevrons, the black chevrons on freehand, because I think that's how it would have been made. And then again, just a quick squib from a distance of black spray paint. Made my concrete barriers look more concrete, and stuck all the barrels and jerry cans, and cut down my lookout post just a little bit, so it's a better size there, knocking my camera over. So my half track will sit there. I've given my base a coat of white wall filler mixed with a bit of water, so that it gives a good base for when I put my terrain on, which is lovely stuff. Earth or soil from the garden, and a great big blob of white PVA glue and water, and that will go all over the surface like that. It's a bit dry actually, one needs a bit more water. So I've got to go all over the area with this stuff, and that will look like a muddy terrain when it's done, honestly. And it will dry as hard as the ground, really. So I'll carry on, finish it off, put all my mud all over the place, and we'll see what it looks like then. Okay, so finished off the project now. Put my ground down, and that's all dry now, hard as a rock. So that's all it takes, a little bit of earth from the garden mixed with a lot of probably as much PVA glue as the earth itself. Mix that up with water, and that will come out as a very good ground cover. So we've got our sentry post and barrier all in place, and these concrete barriers as well. But I suppose that the main thing is the sandbag post there, which is something I hadn't made before. Everything else I've made previously. We've got our jerry cans and fuel barrels over here, and barbed wire barriers. I shall have to move it forward because I can't get, it's too big to get round. This I wasn't sure about what to add or not, because it isn't really made for this, but I suppose it is in keeping really with the subject matter. So anyway, there we are, one checkpoint post. So if you've enjoyed the video, then please subscribe to the channel, click that notification bell, and you will be informed when new videos come along. In the meantime, I will be back with further videos in the days and weeks to come. So again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. In the meantime, have a go yourself. Let me know how you get on, and I wish you the very best of happy modelling.